This young man, I'm going to throw some stats real quick. Listen to this number. It's kind of crazy. He has personally made, and I'll throw it up, I don't care, $51 million in income, in personal income, in this business. I'll say it again, $51 million. So that's what's possible. If you want to make $300 or $300,000 or $300 million, believe it or not, it sounds crazy, you can do it. Because you are not limited by anything other than your thoughts and what you're willing to do. So when I met him way back in the day, he's just like all of us. He worked hard, but the thing is, he never slowed down. He never stopped. See, a couple times I stopped, meaning with that push. I still was fortunate enough to kind of do okay. But the point of it is, if you will keep pushing and be consistent, and as you know, the t-shirts that are out there is called It's Just Work. You can get any daggone thing in life you want, whether it's your relationship, your spiritual life, your friendships, financial life, physical body. You can get whatever you want, but you have to be committed. You have to make a plan. You have to stick to it, and you have to be consistent, okay? One last stat that I'll throw out, and I could throw out 100 on this guy. He's recruited tens of thousands of agents, just like us. He recruited me. I was one of the first guys to contract with him. And that's a friendship and a business relationship that I certainly cherish. I'm fortunate enough to have known this guy for over 20 years. I'm proud to call him my friend. I'm going to welcome him to the stage. And seriously, throw your hands together. My best friend and the king of final expense, Mr. Alan Town. Throw it up. Love you, brother.
Woo! That's a tough one to follow. Hey, that's working man rush. I like that. It's appropriate. Can I turn this mic on here?
No, it's all
Okay. That's a dummy, that's fine. I'm loud, I don't need a mic. Kevin, thank you so much. That was so kind and humbling, quite frankly. You know, he's right, it's just work. You know, I've got nothing on anybody in this room except for time. I've been in it longer than probably everybody in this room. I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm a college dropout, came from a blue-collar family. My dad never made more than $43,000 a year. So anything's possible in this business. It's just work. You get up, you put your blinders on. It's a game of repetition. You get up and you do the same thing each and every single day, and you do the right thing. You work, you're ethical, and you get the naysayers out of your life. That's really, really important. You're going to have people in your life that tell you, hey, go get a real job. No, this is your job. So, but treat it as such. Work full time. There are people in this room that have terrific work ethic. It does take great work ethic and self-determination, and great things can happen. So Kevin does not exaggerate, but Kevin is one of the most humble, most kind gentlemen I know. He is my best friend in the world. Kevin and I met, it's right at almost 25 years now. And I did recruit him. He was one of the very largest final expense writers in the world, quite frankly. He's written over 10,000 personal policies in his career. He's a great mentor. He's a great leader. He's a great trainer. He's just a fantastic guy to have on your side. He's filled with energy. When we're both together, it's just high octane. So it's a lot of fun. But, you know, he's touched so many people in so many great ways. And I think everybody in this room has probably been affected by him. His personality is quite infectious, and he's just fantastic. You know, I've watched him affiliate with many, many agencies over the years, and every agency he's ever affiliated with has quite frankly turned to gold. I mean, he really does know how to build people, build agencies, and stick close to him. He is a great, great leader, and he will help you to achieve the very best version of who you are and who you want to become. So very, very proud to be a part of his organization. You know, he's won every award. He's won every distinction in this business. He's one of the most generous guys I know. He's been partnered with Columbia Life since 2003. It's been 15 years. And he was part of our Agents Advisory Council. He is part of the Agents Advisory Council. He's one of the chief architects on our product. He was there day one. So we're very, very proud of everything that he does and everything he stands for. So Kevin, Allison, thank you for your friendship. I love you like a brother.
Appreciate it.
So really terrific. John, you know, Kristen, Justin, Brandy, what a terrific relationship and friendship we're forging. Thank you so much for bringing us into your family. The Columbian Life family loves this family. This is the fastest and most dynamic agency, the fastest growing final expense agency in America today. Your business with us has grown by about 4 times in the last 12 months. You're doing about 4 times what you were doing at this time last year. So we couldn't be more proud and more, I couldn't be more humble, quite frankly, standing in front of such an esteemed group of people, just a class group of people. I've never been to a black tie event in final expense. I mean, this is class, and I mean that, and I really, it's cool. I had to go buy a tux. I don't own a tuxedo, so I mean, this is cool, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's a night to shine. This is your night. You've earned this. Enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. The night is just beginning. But listen, Paramount Benefits Group, Agents Resource Group, again, couldn't be more proud. You know, it's fun. We put out a challenge to the agency back in October. We said, you know what, you had about a $250,000 month a couple of months back, or several months back. We said, you know what, let's get to 300. Let's break 300. You know, and what did you do? You came in back in October with 336,000. This agency loves to be challenged. You know, you've got some real hot shots in this room that love to be challenged. We were having some conversation earlier, and you know, I liken the business that we're in here to athleticism. You know, when we're young, we compete on you know, in athletics, you know, with basketball and baseball and track and field and all the various things that we did. We're now competing in the business world. And isn't it fun to compete with your friends and your partners within the organizations, and to have these various teams? I see Clint here, and Robbie and the guys, and you know, and Stanley, and you know, it's just a lot of fun following each other. We keep each other up. We try to inspire each other. We motivate each other, and we try to be, again, the best version of who we can be. And my gosh, it's going to be fun to see where we go with this. You know, I want to pay homage to a handful of the people in here. Some of the rock stars in this room tonight. Dusty Edwards, a great, fine gentleman. Dusty, where are you?
Right here.
And man, $20,000. Dusty's a class act. I was in Orlando earlier this year. Qualified for an event that we put on. We had a lot of fun. Right now, $20,000 submitted for the month of November. Great job, man. I figured you'd be out in the woods hunting or something, but no, you've been working this month, man. I'm proud of you. So yeah, Clint Ashley and you know and Austin you know Young and you know both with 24,000 you know with your teams. I mean, fantastic. I mean, what a class group of people you're working with, man. Clint, you're a great guy, man. He was with us at our last sales conference at Half Moon Bay in California. Had a great time. Qualified to be with us in Orlando as well. Great time, class act, a lot of fun, man. Another New England Patriot fan. I like this guy. So yeah, but great stuff, man. And then we got Austin in the back, who just continues to set records. A great personal producer. Your team had 24,000, but I think 23,000 it probably belongs to you. So great job, man. Seriously, man, awesome work. Just fantastic. So really proud of you. You know, then we've got Stanley Young. Stanley Young with your team with 21,000 this month. That's great, man. I couldn't be more proud of you. You're a young guy. You've got a lot of energy. You got a great team here of people. Listen to Stanley. He knows what he's doing. Listen to Kevin. Listen to Justin. Listen to John. You know, listen to people like me. You know, again, we've got nothing on you, but we do have wisdom, and I think that's what you essentially end up with. It's called business maturity, and there really is something to be said for that. So keep up the good work. I expect big things from you, my friend. So keep up the good work. I'm really proud of you. Nick Covington, where's Nick? Is Nick? Hey, Nick, man, yeah, great job too. 14,000 in personal sales this month. 14,000 personal, fantastic, man. Be proud of yourself. Rebecca Johnson, Rebecca, dear, 9,000 this month in personal production. That's fantastic. You know, and last but not least, my goodness, where's Robbie Hilton? Robbie Hilton, man, stand, you got Robbie, wow. Robbie Hilton, would everybody just stand for Robbie just for a moment and clap? Robbie Hilton's, when we had a $336,000 month, $155,000 for Robbie. Hilton this month, for the month of November, I don't think they took a Thanksgiving break, because they're at 147,000 submitted for the month of November. So we're super proud of you. And you've got some hot agents on your side, buddy. You got Zach McKenzie out there. Zach is going to be the Rookie of the Year in this industry, not just this agency. He had a 45, it's not over yet, I don't know what he submitted today. As of this morning, 45,000 in personal business for November in Columbia. Stand up, Zach, that's not for you. This guy's going to be the number one agent, man. What a job. Super proud. Chris Brown, 20,000 in premium this month. What a job. Brian Owens, 19,000. You got Robbie Hilton, of course, 18,000. What's wrong with you? You got a guy at 45. And Eric Morgan, man, Eric, so proud of you, man. We just had a nice conversation earlier, looking for big things from you. 13,000 this month with Columbian. Thank you so much for that. You got Mike Lee, you got Tom Horton, both with 9,000. Just great work. You guys are doing amazing work. You know, we've got some qualifiers in the room for Aruba. I want to recognize them. We got Austin Young already qualified for Aruba. Good for a lot of fun. We got Ryan Prayer. Where's Ryan, man? Ryan's going to be with us. He's going to be with us out there in Aruba. There you go, buddy. Stanley Young. Stanley's qualified. Been qualified for a while. Clint Ashley's qualified. We got Robbie Hilton. Of course he's qualified. We got John, obviously. We got Justin. We got Kevin. And I know we've got some others in the room that are close to qualifying, that are going to qualify before it's all said and done. So, as a matter of fact, as you know, we're giving you double conference credits for conferences beginning October 19th forward. You're getting credit for not only Aruba this year, but you're also getting credit for the next sales conference site that Liza will be talking about in a little bit. And so you're getting double credit. So we've actually got some standings for the 2020 sales conference. And right now, the number one agent in America, no doubt, is Zach McKenzie. So Zach, number one in America with Columbian Life right now. Hold that position. Number two, Clint Ashley. That's right, my man. From the front, man. From the front. Dusty Edwards, number 5 in America. All right, hold these positions, guys. We're proud of you, man. I was talking to Brian Owens a little bit. Brian, and we were talking a little bit about, reasons why Columbian. And you gave me a great example. Brian said, hey, let me tell you about a story that took place yesterday. We will allow you to draft an initial premium to date an application up to 35 days from the app date. In other words, we'll draft the initial premium up to 35 days from the application date. 35 days is it. He said, man, I've got an example where I needed to actually go out 38 days. So what he did, and I'm glad he did, is he took some initiative. He contacted the home office and said, I need a favor. I need my company, Columbian Life, to work with me. Please. It's a big deal. It'll make a big difference for me and for the policyholder and their family. Can we go out 38 days? You told me that Beverly, who you talked to, who I had lunch with yesterday up in Norcross, said, let me put you on hold and go talk to a supervisor. You told me she put you on hold for 30 seconds and came back and said, done deal. You've got the exception. That's why we work with Columbian Life as our first choice. They do things other companies are not going to do. Columbian Life has been in the final expense business for 136 years. There's a rich history there in selling small face life insurance. I've been with them for 18 years, and I'm one of their chief architects as it relates to the design and development of that particular product. And we couldn't be more proud. Again, I have choices just like you. I don't have to work with Columbian Life, but I choose them because, for the same reasons you do. They're quite frankly just the easiest to do business with. I put a challenge out. I guess it was, I think it was when we said, hey, let's see if we can get to 300,000 this month. And this was back in October, and I told you that if we get to 300,000 in premium, we might offer something that would give you what I like to refer to as the December to remember. So I got to thinking, what can we do to incentivize you all that we can have a dynamite December? So I've got $1,000 in cash that I want to give away to top agents for December's sales activity. Is there anybody else on the management side that's willing to join me? Does anybody else want to get involved with this here? Let's see if we can raise this $1,000. Who's in?
I'm in. You know what?
Kevin, get up here. What do you got in your hand?
I got 1,000.
All right, what do we got? Who else?
What else?
John.
You've got some money.
John's got 1,000. All right, we're up to 3,000. Pretty darn good. Do I hear anything else? Justin. No, you hold on to it. You got okay. We're up to 4,000. All right, we're good. Do we have any more?
Hey, Alan.
Hey.
CFG's in.
CFG's in. Oh my, 5,000 bucks.
My Lord.
You got it?
I just barely got it.
Let's see if we can expense that. All right. Guys, gang, gals, we've got 5,000 in cash that we are going to give away for sales this month. What we've decided we're going to do is we want to make this fair. We want the top 10 agents based on application count with Columbia Life for the month of December. The top 10 agents will each receive $500 in cash to be paid immediately after December 31st, right?
Correct.
All right.
Absolutely.
So let's make it the December to remember. Let's get a photograph, and it'll be fun to give this away.
Top 10.